When you subscribe, we will use the information you provide to send you these newsletters. Sometimes they'll include recommendations for other related newsletters or services we offer. Our privacy notice explains more about how we use your data, and your rights. You can unsubscribe at any time. Invalid email. The worst part about Liverpool's 1-0 defeat to Southampton on Monday night at St Mary's was this. As soon as Danny Ings gave Southampton the lead in the second minute, you felt there was a pretty decent chance things would end that way. Tepid, stilted, sloppy, disappointing performances are not an anomaly for Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool anymore. Klopp's team might remain at the top of the Premier League table tonight, but there are undeniable issues at all three levels: the makeshift backline, the transition from defense to attack, and potency in the final third. Everything about Liverpool's first half would have been shockingly lackadaisical a year ago, or 18 months ago, or 2 years ago. On the back of West Brom at home and Newcastle away, it felt about right. Liverpool were passive. The build-up play was pedestrian and blunt. When opening did appear, chances were snatched at or bundled away. What were once one-off dips, 10 to 15-minute spells of rudderless play before the inevitable surge, have become 5-0, 6-0, 7-5-minute cycles, eliminating any margin for error. Liverpool entered the new year top of the table. But things feel stale. It is going to take all of Jurgen Klopp's managerial nous to be able to refresh the team as currently constituted and to mount a legitimate title defense. Southampton away was defined by rough officiating, a lack of intensity, and no clear plan to get back into the game. But worst of all, Klopp has a Trent Alexander-Arnold problem. Here are the main talking points from a bleak evening at St Mary's. Klopp's decision to go with Jordan Henderson at the back alongside Fabinho instead of a recognized defensive option like Reece Williams or Nat Phillips was a gamble. The logic was sound. Henderson would be taking up similar positions to the one he occupies as a number 6, given that Liverpool were expected to dominate the ball. And with Jan Vestergaard out of the Southampton lineup, the Saints were starting a shorter side, eliminating much of an aerial threat. The Henderson experiment didn't work in the first half, although things gradually ticked up as the game wore along. The ball progression from the back to the front was tepid, and without Henderson starting at that second level, Liverpool's press was off-kilter. Both Thiago Alcantara and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, starting ahead of Henderson in midfield, looked rusty in the press, and neither was able to help rattle the ball through the middle of the pitch to aid in ball progression from the centre-backs to the front three. On that point, the primary reason to shift Henderson back, to stick him alongside Fabinho, was to bring more progressive passing to the backline.